Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. Today we're doing something different. I'm going to take you on the 12-mile long run and then just keep the footage going and then go through some thoughts I've had just about like running, some life stories, just like how it would be if you came along with me on one of these long runs. So hopefully it'll be fun. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about or where I'm going to go yet. We're in Arlington right now. We're going to take the Minuteman Path, and it'll be a good run. Weather's pretty good today, so yeah. So my girlfriend asked me yesterday, she wants to know what I talk about on these long runs, what I just think about. And frankly it's kind of random. It depends on the day. Sometimes I'll have a song stuck in my head. Right now it's Dynamite. Trish has been playing it every day, maybe like 5 times a day. And fuck, I'm going too fast. Alright, I'll chill. And it's a fun song. Maybe a song in the summer. Maybe a big bop of the summer. Let's see how this goes. I'm actually not 100% sure where I'm going. This isn't exactly the Minuteman Path. I'll do this one. Oh fuck. Alright. So we're like 2 1/4 in. I'm just chilling. This part of the Minuteman's kind of hilly, but I like it on the way back. I'll probably pick it up and go faster. So other things about me. So Alex asked me before, what's my stretching routine? And I think it's important. I think I need to make a video on it, but it's like, but I think stretching is important, but it's not as important as like massaging. Fuck. You know, I'll figure this out later. That's kind of cool. Maybe they did this in April. Nice times. So we're still in the Minuteman. I think there's too many people here. I'm probably gonna leave and figure out a way back on Mass Ave. So Alex asked me what my stretching routine was, and I think my theory on this is that you should always do a full body stretch and then figure out what places hurt the most and try to target those areas So for me, I figured out when I do like a torso twist that rotating counterclockwise, so left of my body, is a lot easier than rotating clockwise if you're looking like straight down. So that's something I need to work on, because when you run, you rotate a little bit, as you can tell with like the camera. So because I rotate counterclockwise more easily, then that means I rotate clockwise. Sorry, I rotate clockwise more easily. That means my right leg gets more when I'm running. My right leg gets a lot more force applied than my left, which means my right leg gets stronger than my left and causes an imbalance there, which leads to other injuries. Another thing that I need to stretch more often is my hips, because I think my glutes take a lot of the force, and I think that gets applied to my hips a lot, and they're always super tight. So every day I'm stretching my hips, stretching my back, and then more importantly, other than stretching, is massaging. So doing your foam rolls, foam rolling all parts of your body, like your calves, your quads, your shins, your glutes, hamstrings, is all important every day. When you're running like 5-6 days a week, even when you're running like 3 or 4, that's a lot on your body. And it's important to remember, recovery is half the battle. Running's half the battle. If you don't recover well, you don't sleep well, you don't eat enough, you don't hydrate enough, your runs are gonna be awful, and you're gonna have a bad time. One thing that really helped me, not sponsored or anything, but Theragun is super helpful, because it allows me to be super lazy every day and let the gun do the work. Foam rolling takes a lot of effort, especially from like your upper body. I don't have a lot of upper body strength. I've been working on that. I try to always get at least 8 hours of sleep a day, sometimes 9 if I can, and I think that's worked really well. When I'm like really busy, I'm getting 7 hours a day. It doesn't work. My runs are awful the next day. I have like no energy, I'm lethargic, need to take a nap, I have elevated heart rate. This is not a good time. It's not a good time. Another question I've been asked is what are my personal records at each distance. I have a video that's coming out where I did a 400 meter. I did a 113. Not really a short distance guy, but it's been fun doing some of that work in last summer. I don't have an 800, but I think, so I did a mile a month ago. Oh, my mile PR is 6:06, so my 800 is probably around like 3:03. My 5K PR is 21:45, so that's a 7-minute per mile pace, I think, on the dot. And that was 2 years ago at a turkey trot back my hometown on Long Island. Hopefully I can beat that. I feel like I'm in a lot better shape right now. Hopefully there are races soon. My half marathon PR is, I think, 1:48. and that was a couple of years ago as well. And that was in New York City. That was the New York City half. I really enjoyed that race. I think if I ran it right now, I could probably smash that to a sub 145. I've been so comfortable under the 8-minute per mile pace. And lastly, my marathon PR is 3:50, and that was at Chicago last year, I think. Yeah, 2019. And that was just an amazing race. Stars aligned. I got paced by one of my good friends in my running club. Her name is Shoko. Shout out to her. She paced me for the first 20 at around 8:50. And then she took off. But I don't blame her. Shoko's like a 3:30 marathoner. She qualified for Boston last year. So she's pretty amazing. I want to get to 3:30 eventually, maybe this year. I mean, maybe next year. Hope the sound for this comes out well. So we're 4 miles in. Still chilling under 10-minute per mile pace. I might pick it up later. The first half's always hilly. It's just a straight uphill. At least up to like mile 6 is where we'll turn around. Man, I haven't been to this part of Minuteman in a while. So usually on my long runs, I think about what I'm gonna eat later, if I have any plans later. Today I'm going disc golfing at Borderlands State Park. And disc golfing's been pretty fun. It's a good social distancing activity. I just need some sort of competition or sport in my life. I don't race. I played Ultimate Frisbee, but my legs were always so tired for that. So disc golf seems to be a really good option right now. When I think of runs like this, I think of the first time I met one of my friends, Austin, who's also Filipino, and he was running down the same route. We just met each other for the first time. He's an amazing runner too. We were on the same distance medley relay team, and he ran the 3200 and the 1200, I think. He also plays TFT, and I'm excited for step 4. If there's any TFT players in the chat, let me know. Holy fuck. Alright, I'll put the camera up. A couple miles. Alright, so we're coming up on halfway. We're coming up on halfway. So time to eat. Yeah, French toast stew today. Alright, we just turned around and we're chilling. Probably pick up the last 4 or so I might not vlog it, but last question I wanted to answer was how I got into running. For the first like 18 years of my life, I was so focused on video games, being the best at that, and I never took my health seriously. I play World of Warcraft and RuneScape 12 hours a day, and I never got outside. Whenever I got invited by friends to do something outside, I'd always have other plans. Because playing World of Warcraft sort of like a 40-hour job where you have a lot to do. And you have set times at night that you have to play with 24 other people. And that was fun. That was playing video games and being good at that was really rewarding. But then I went to college and I realized I wanted my life to change. I wanted to have friends. It's like, let me pass these people. So when I got to college, I didn't want to stay holed up in the room for 24 hours a day playing video games. Running is sort of like, running is just another RPG where you're trying to level up, get faster. Of course, running never gets easier. I love that motto. Running never gets easier, you just get faster, which is true. But I get addicted to seeing progress. I think my first 5K was in like 35 minutes. And I was super happy because I never ran that long. People in high school used to tell me, Brian, you're so chubby. You can only run, you can't even run a lap around the track. And that was so true. I couldn't do it. When I was in 7th grade, I had an asthma attack trying to run a mile. That's one of the most disappointing things I've ever done. So senior year, I kind of stopped running. I was starting to hurt, and I dropped 40 pounds from, I think my peak was around 230 pounds, down to 190. And I've never looked back. I've hit the 200 mark a couple times in my life. Like after running Chicago, where I kind of just went all in and ate whatever I wanted for like a month. But now I'm back down to like 190. And I still want to get lower, but it's not even for health. It's for getting faster. Because that video game mentality of trying to be the best at anything that you do really speaks to me. And when I run to get just a little bit faster than last time, just to beat my previous time by mere seconds. And that's all I want in life, is to continually get better. And running is one of those things where I can continue doing, hopefully continue doing, knock on wood, and I'll always see some progress. The best marathoners are like 30, 35 years old. And I'm only 28, so I have a few more years in me. So hopefully I can qualify for Boston before I have kids. My friend Gautam always has asked me before, how long does it take before a 10-minute mile begins to be easy?
Not exactly.
And I just say, it's different for everyone. Some people can easily clock off 8-minute miles. Depends on your body type, what you've done, what exercise you've done your whole life. Depends on all of that. And for me, it took me years. It took me like three years for like a 10-minute mile to become like quote unquote easy. I ran my first marathon thinking a 10-minute mile was easy. I came out the gate at like a 9:15 pace. Reached the half in like 2:05, and I blew up, finishing in just under 5 hours. So it takes, thank you. It takes years of practice to figure out what is easy. And I think it's important. I think it's really important to learn what an easy mile is. Because going fast, day in and day out, gets really exhausting. So having long runs like this, I'm just chilling. So I guess moral of the story of just starting running, it's just do it. If you love something enough, you'll continue to do it. You'll get better at it. Running's one of those things where the time you put in is always going to be the time. The effort you put in, you're always going to get it back. Of course, there's some exceptions. You can't put in too much or you get injuries. And that's one part of running, is knowing that balance. Just trying to always be consistent. Because putting too much and you get injuries, then you can't run anymore. And that was just like, you lose all your fitness. But just starting out, just remember why you do it. I have my reasons. Everyone has their own, whether it's to lose weight, to feel better about themselves, to fight depression, to run for a charity, to run for family, loved ones. There's a lot of good reasons out there to run. All right, I'm gonna try to run the last 3 or 4 miles fast. So I'll catch you guys at the end. Peace. Yeah, we got this. 26.2. Whoa. Oh, fuck. And we're back. Thanks for joining me on this long run. Hope you learned a lot, and it was good to give a little personality to my vlogs. Let me know what you think in the comments, or if you have any questions, I can answer them on the next long run. All right, peace. Love you guys.